be known as Teams Plus. The Plus representing the incorporation of an intensified focus in these next 4 years on social inclusion, gender equality, and youth development. In other words, we are strengthening and reinforcing our teams with a no one left behind philosophy. No one will be left behind on account of their social status. No one will be left behind on account of their gender or age. We will design all of our programs and policy to ensure that everyone is carried along and is catered for. This is our solemn promise to you, Lagosians.
Hello viewers, welcome. I am here and I am not alone.
Yes, so your dynamic favorite duo on television.
Oshe, hype woman.
Thank you. I do my best.
Yes, you do. As always, we've got a fabulous link up for your viewing pleasure. So let's begin.
Me, I no come Lagos to come count bridge. But for those who did, the Lagos state government just added one more to your list.
The Yaba flyover is the latest addition to the number of bridges in Lagos, as effective transportation remained a focal point in the agenda for Sanwo-Olu's administration.
I think we did good initiative of Lagos State Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. This will ease the traffic and it will definitely help us to move from one place to the other.
This edifice will be used the way it's supposed to be used. Definitely there will be more security around this, because we want these things to last.
The Yaba flyover is one of the 4 bridges being constructed by the Lagos State Government along the Red Line Rail Corridor and has been opened to traffic, creating a new commuting and connectivity experience for motorists plying the access. During the week, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commissioned the T-shaped overpass that will serve as an alternative route to access Ebute Metta, Oyingbo, Yaba and Surulere.
Thursday, 2nd November 2023, to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind, thank you very much. Thank you.
The project, undertaken by the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, LAMATA, has brought traffic relief to motorists and commuters plying Yaba and its environs, as it has solved congestion and delays associated with railway level crossing, which hitherto hindered free movement in the vicinity. The overpass bridge also eliminated pedestrian and vehicular interference on the rail tracks, significantly reducing the risk of accidents and collision between trains and vehicles. Governor Sanwo-Olu said the inauguration marks the beginning of the completion phase of the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line, which spans 37 kilometers from Agbado to Oyingbo.
We believe that we're not going to rest on our oars. We're not going to stop at nothing, because for a mega city like this, the reduction of congestion, the reduction of greenhouse gas emission will not only improve our lifestyle, it will make our city one of the best, one of the most resilient, one of the most forward-looking mega city in the entire world.
Commissioner for Transportation, Mr. Oluwaseun Osiemi, said Lagos Strategic Transport Master Plan was designed to provide 25 transport imperatives, which include creation of multiple transport choices for residents, introduction of integrated transport system, making the transit system attractive, convenience, affordability and accessibility, reducing urban transportation-induced emission, amongst others.
Our public transport solutions thus are fashioned in a way that at least 2 modes integrate to provide modal choices for the people. While we provide infrastructure, it is important for the people to own them and ensure that they are the eyes of the government by reporting any abuse of the infrastructure to law enforcement agencies and the ministries or agencies involved. As Mr. Governor has promised, the red line will come on stream very soon. Surely and surely, a greater Lagos is rising.
Managing Director of Lamata, Mrs. Abimbola Akinjo, said 3 out of the 4 remaining bridges had been completed and awaiting commissioning.
They are an essential part of the Lagos Rail Mass Transit, the Red Line project, to ensure, as we said already, the safety of the people of Lagos. The Red Line, when opened for passenger operations, will have an exponential effect on the economy of Lagos and the way in which we travel. The 37-kilometer rail line is expected to move at least 1 million passengers a day when it is fully operational.
The remaining overpasses would be opened to traffic before the end of December 2023.
Residents flying the Lekki-Epe Expressway corridor have continued to groan as reconstruction of the road continues.
The residents are appealing for better traffic management as well as urgent palliatives to be carried out along bad portions of the road to ease daily congestion experienced by motorists.
Supposed to take 1 hour from CMS to Ekpe before. Now you can use 3 hours.
Despite pledges, palliative works and several intervention efforts by stakeholders, residents and motorists are still bearing the brunt of the ongoing reconstruction of the road, which continues to cause gridlock and unsavory driving experience. While contractors have promised to ensure smoother commute for all road users, concerns around maintaining effective traffic management measures still remain a challenge, as well as non-adherence to lay down traffic management rules, as substantial progress is being made on Phase 2B, which extends from Green Springs to Ibrahim Adesanya Junction.
It takes me 15 minutes to get to my office, but because of the construction work going on now, it takes me like sometimes 2 hours.
The road is still under construction, so what we're experiencing now is traffic.
We've been suffering on this road for a very long time, and we don't know when they are going to complete the road. We pray they complete it very soon, sir, because the problem we are facing on this road is just too much.
Since the construction is still ongoing, at least we are a little bit relieved of the traffic, and we are happy in a sense that we believe that in a space of few months interval, people will be flying this road with ease.
We are going to, let's say, Shangotedo also, but later it has eased up to around 1.5 hours. But now that there are some little diversion, it have increased. The hours have increased to around 4 hours again. So we suppose now. So I think it should be fixed in time.
It is a common sight seeing vehicles disregarding road signs and regulations, non-obedience to traffic management personnel on ground, vehicular breakdown leading to obstructions, and impatient driving along the axis, which has further compounded the issue.
They have come to our rescue, and we appreciate. We are very grateful. We are happy.
Lagos State, they should put more effort. They are trying. We know it's not easy, but at least they should put more effort.
Well, it's frustrating, but at the end of the day, it will make sense.
At least from here to Ekpe now, it's more better. So compared to before this government comes to power, so everything, they are really trying, but we want them to put more effort.
Though contractors say the project is well on schedule for early completion and delivery, residents say the project in itself is a commendable and vital initiative that will benefit the entire community, but are calling on relevant stakeholders to ensure minimal disruption to daily lives by implementing strategies to end the traffic gridlock.
During the week, the state government inaugurated new executive council members into office.
This is with a view to foster better policy direction that will take the state to even greater heights through administrative excellence.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has appointed a new member into the State Executive Council in a bid to expand the scope of administration in the state's healthcare system. Mrs. Oluwakemi Ogunyemi, a trained nurse and two-term member of Lagos State Health Service Commission, was sworn in as Special Advisor to the Governor on Health. She took the oath at the ceremony held at the State House, Alausa. Two directors in the state's civil service were also elevated to the position of Permanent Secretary. Mr. Adewumi Ogunsoya, a Director of Administration and Human Resource at the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, was appointed as Permanent Secretary for the Cabinet Office. Also, Mrs. Iyabo Seriki Bello, who was Director of Administration and Human Resources at Education District 4, is now the Permanent Secretary of Lagos State Teaching Service Commission, TESCOM. The governor urged the appointees to familiarize themselves with the administration's development agenda known as Team Plus, pointing out that the implementation of the programs remained on track.
Expectations are high, but we know that the world of experience you are bringing, the professional skills you have acquired, your expertise, and your doggedness, we believe will shine you out and stand you tall amongst your peers in the cabinet. And once again, I want to congratulate you and believe that you will immediately settle in so that the government and the people of Lagos can harness your full potential and help actualize all of the earnings that we move forward in your portfolio. The service of Lagos State, both at the executive level and also at the Permanent Secretary level, presents a new level of expectation, a new level of defining what public governance and what public service is all about. We pride ourselves as very sincere and very forward-looking government to always ensure that all of the promises that the people of Lagos State have given to us are not in doubt as to what our capabilities or what our capacities are.
Head of Service, Mr. Olabode Aguru, who presented the appointees to the governor, described the permanent secretaries as experienced officers who shared the vision of the administration. Ogunyemi, on behalf of the appointees, gave a note of assurance and thanked the governor for the confidence reposed in them. Governor Sanwo-Olu said gender equality and youth inclusion were cardinal focus of his government, stressing that the appointment of women and young people to key positions was a testament to his commitment to inclusive governance.
Education is set to receive a major boost.
Yes, as the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education has begun training the trainer exercise for educators.
The workshop is designed by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education in collaboration with the state's education development partners to train these educators who are expected to return to their respective schools and train others.
Our aim in the ministry, our strong vision in the ministry is to improve teaching and learning. We want to surpass our performance at last year's West African Examination Council. We want to surpass that result. And for us to surpass that result, we either maintain the momentum or strive better. But I choose, and I'm sure you choose to strive better.
We are very, very ready to give you all the necessary support to make your work smooth and impactful.
Together we can create enabling classrooms that inspires, empower, and prepare our students for the complexity of the 21st century.
The focus of the workshop is equipping educators with inquiry-based methodology and accuracy skills required in the 21st century classroom.
And indeed focus on enhancing the quality of education delivery for our students, making sure that they're able to keep up with the technology trends in our day, and their learning experience prepares them for the future of work. We hope that this project will enrich teachers with the teaching methodologies, engage students in new and exciting ways, and serve as a tool to unlock the potential of every student in Lagos State.
Lagos State Education Development Partners hinted that part of the arrangement is to set up model schools, rehabilitate classrooms, and equip them for the purpose of continuous capacity development for teachers and students.
We ensure that they always have the access to the latest technological advancements in education by providing genuine scientific calculators and supporting tools. And we consider this model school project as just the beginning of our collaboration with the ministry, and looking forward to expand so that we can contribute to further development of the education of Nigeria.
In addition to the public-private partnership in the sector, students will be trained on effective utilization of scientific calculators to enhance the innovation in mathematics education across the metropolis.
This is where we draw the curtain for this week's edition of the program.
But don't worry, we'll be here again next week with more views and stories from Lagos. On this note, we say,
Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó.
Ó ti di àjùmọ̀ṣe.
A ó máa rí yín bá.
Ó dàbọ̀.
Lagos from a View, a program to watch.
Yes.
See you next week. Bye.
It will be known as Teams Plus. The Plus representing the incorporation of an intensified focus in these next 4 years on social inclusion, gender equality, and youth development. In other words, we are strengthening and reinforcing our teams with a no one left behind philosophy. No one will be left behind on account of their social status. No one will be left behind on account of their gender or age. We will design all of our programs and policy to ensure that everyone is carried along and is catered for. This is our solemn promise to you, Lagosians.